We need no greater testimonial than from the Rebbe himself, who 2 weeks ago wrote the following to our next speaker. Nishramti miyod, I was greatly impressed, meharegesh, from the feeling shall yotzei chalotzav sheyichyu, from his children, shahaya nikir al pneihem, which you could see on their face, b'yeshem mosruli ha-nickels v'ha-dimes the ha-tzedakah. When they gave me, these young little children, very young children, came to the Rebbe on a Sunday morning together with their father, and they gave the Rebbe a bag of nickels and dimes, which they saved for tzedakah. And the Rebbe writes, I was very, very impressed from the feeling with which they gave to me these nickels and dimes to tzedakah. To such a father, we can say, Ashrei Chelkai, happy is your lot. It is my privilege to introduce to you Rav Moshe Yankiv, who is known as Michael Scharf, a member of the Machne Yisrael Development Fund. Mr. Michael Scharf.
Thank you very much, Rabbi, for an introduction that really, in many ways, encapsulates what Lubavitch has meant to me. And let me tell you, since you mentioned that, the end of what I was going to say first. Because you mentioned my two children, Aryeh and Betzalel, two lovely little boys, one 7, one 4.5. And what's interesting, when we came back that day from having seen the Rebbe, gotten dollars, we went over to the bookstore, as we usually do on Kingston Avenue, and bought some books and some other little things. And both boys wanted a picture of the Rebbe, and they wanted a picture with a slot for the dollar, because they have other dollars, but they asked me, they wanted this for their room. So I bought one for each of them, and we got home and went up to their bedrooms, and I put their dollar in. Actually, I noted the date on it. And then I said to my older boy, Aryeh, I said, where do you want this? Do you want me to hang it in your bookcase? He said, no, Daddy, I want it close to my pillow. He wanted to be as close to the Rebbe as he could be. And I think what that signifies to me, and why it was so meaningful to me, is because he, at a young age, has seen something, has felt something, has been touched by somebody who spiritually guides him through his young life, that person being our beloved Rebbe. And I didn't even know that Lubavitch existed or that the Rebbe existed until, I would say, about 12 years ago. And you have had, and when I say you, I mean you collectively, beginning with the Rebbe and extending to all of you and to your families, have had that same effect on me that the Rebbe has already had on my children.